Well, welcome back to Better Living. I am joined now by our very own Jon James and our very own dog mascot here, Barney. Barney is here oftentimes in the parking lot when I get to work in the morning, and I'm always so amazed at how well behaved Barney is.
He is a good boy. Never seen him do anything bad. Yeah, this is my buddy, my family here, and he's a rescue as well. Buckeye Border Collie Rescue. He came from there. I found him, and we're tight.
He's a good dog. He'll be running around in the parking lot, which, first of all, I could never let my dog do, because if I took him off a leash, he would just take off. That would be the end of Irish.
Well, I work a long shift. We used to have a family, but that came to an end, so now it's just Barney, and I can't leave him alone for, you know, like 10 hours. So I got to go home, and sometimes when it's not too cold out, I bring him to work, and he hangs out in the car. It's his car, actually. You know,
he totally jumps right in. Like, I mean, he loves it in there.
Oh, yeah, he likes it in there more than sitting at home alone, that's for sure. Barney, sit.
He's like, I don't know. I said it seems weird to him because he's not usually allowed at the kitchen table. I'm sure that.
He doesn't know what to think being up here.
Well, people watching NBC 24 only get to see you talk about the weather for the most part. Right. They don't get to know a little more about Jon James. I know a little bit about Jon James. Some things, I'm just kidding.
I think our regular viewers know me a little bit, but...
You love to golf, I know. I've played some golf with you.
Mm-hmm.
You're much better than me. Not that that's challenging.
You're a good golfer. I'll take you on my foursome any day of the week, especially in a scram.
Not that good, but I am fun. I am a lot of fun.
That's right.
You also love to ski, too.
Yeah, I like skiing more than golf, actually. I go down to Bad River Mountain, just to the south, about a little over an hour drive. I'll be going there a lot once they finally open. It looks like we'll finally get some temperatures as we head towards Christmas. That'll be more conducive for snowmaking. But yeah, skiing's my first love. I was a ski bum out in Aspen when I was younger, and I went to school in Utah. I've always had a house in Vermont and go up there a lot. In fact, that's where my family will be over the Christmas holidays.
You do travel quite a bit, don't you? When you can, you like to travel.
Yeah, I've got friends that live all over the place. Some of them live in really nice places to visit, so why not mooch off them rather than springing for a hotel room, right?
It makes perfect sense to me. You just go where they are. You make friends, don't ever burn bridges.
That's right.
And then you can just go. You always take spectacular pictures when you are out traveling too. I like to watch them on Facebook. I like to see your pictures. What's your favorite travel spot if you're going to go anywhere?
Well, I really like, I love Vermont. I go there a lot. I have a home there, so it's real special. But I also love, my sister has a home in Nantucket, which is just gorgeous in the summertime. And I love the beach and I love the mountains. Either place you get me in either one of those environments and I'm good to go. I can do anything.
Well, 'tis the season. It is the holidays, even though right now it doesn't feel like it. And my sinuses say that it doesn't feel like it. This 50-degree stuff is killing me, this going up and down. Yeah, not good for the headaches.
Winter's returning midweek, and there are signs we might see a bit of a white Christmas headed our way.
Well, what is your favorite holiday memory or perhaps maybe a holiday tradition that you've always do?
Well, unfortunately, I lost my mom. It'll be 25 years ago, but we had really she was really into Christmas. So growing up, I lived in Pittsburgh until I was 14, surrounded by grandparents on both sides and cousins and aunts and uncles. So the younger Christmas years are my favorite, as I'm sure everybody's are.
Absolutely.
And, you know, just one year, me and my cousin both got our heads stuck in between the balusters on the balcony of my grandparents' house. And
how did they get those out?
They didn't. They just put some wax on our ears and we squeezed out eventually. But, you know, things like that. Things with family, and that's the most important thing about the holidays. Same with you?
It is the same with me. Growing up, we always went to Anderson, Indiana, which is where my parents grew up after coming from the hills of Kentucky. And you always know I came from the hills of Kentucky if I'm tired or angry. That's when the accent comes straight out.
Yeah,
that's right.
Well, I spent 6 years in the bluegrass, and I've heard it, and it sounds good and very familiar every once in a while.
We would switch back and forth, though, because we would go there for Christmas. So I never had a Christmas at my home growing up. So Santa would come to my grandparents, and one year we would spend Christmas Eve night at my mother's parents, and the next year that Christmas Eve night would be at my father's parents. So we would flip-flop back and forth. So it's weird that, you know, I don't have memories in my own household.
Right. That is weird. And That's the way it was for me, too. We'd always go to my dad's parents for Christmas Eve, celebrate there, and we'd celebrate at our house. So we did get that in Christmas morning, and then Christmas afternoon, we go to my mom's parents' house. And those are special times. Cousins
special,
and, you know, rough housing with them. Nothing
it did
better
always
than
mean, though, that I got to open gifts up early. Like gifts from my siblings and from my parents, not from Santa. I got to open those up early.
A couple rounds of gift opening.
Yes, and my
That's
kids
nice.
have gotten into that they've gotten that same habit, which is
them.
great for them. Bad for me, who has to get the gifts purchased early. I was wrapping again last night. I got into bed and I told my husband, I am old. My back cannot take this like hunched over wrapping stuff.
Well, I know you're a special mom to your kids. And
you're the perfectionist, the rapper.
yeah,
the
I take
rapping
forever to wrap. I do. It drives me absolutely crazy. I mean, everything's got to be sharp cornered, or I'll start all over again. So
I still think
it's
I ought
a chore.
to bring the gifts in here to you and let you just have it.
No thanks. No thanks. I'll bow out of that one.
So everybody needs to know, real or fake? Real tree or fake tree?
Real tree.
Real tree.
Yeah, even with the scents, it just doesn't quite cut it. I like the smell of a tree.
Yeah, well,
I know it's a mess, but
I do too, but since I put mine up the first weekend in November, that can't happen for me at my house. No.
Big tree? Small tree?
Big tree. I have one that's 12 feet.
Wow.
I'm slightly obsessive about the Christmas tree.
More than one.
There's 3 of them up in my house, so.
You go, girl.
Yeah. Thank you to Jon James for joining us. Thank you, Barney, for being such a good boy.
My pleasure.
We'll be right back on Better Living.
Welcome back.